Hello, my name is Jacqueline Witz, and I am so excited with how the networking kickoff call went. It was amazing. So just to kind of recap, we had 200 people register. And when you put something out there that is free, people register, and it's kind of known that you can expect maybe about half to show up or less than that. We had 135 people show up. Amazing. I would have been happy no matter the count, but 135 is pretty decent. And so I'm so excited that I got a chance to talk with all of you who were able to come. But I'm just going to give a little bit of a recap of the things that we talked about for those that missed it, because I did share some really exciting news about new memberships that we launched literally today. At the meeting was the announcement. I had kind of mentioned it to a couple people, but it was kind of hush hush until the call. So I'm going to walk you through our new memberships because we have some amazing things that we're rolling out, and I want to make sure that you know about it so you don't miss out on what we're doing. For those of you that actually were at the meeting, I kind of breezed through this really quickly because, it was our first meeting and I had some technical difficulties. The technology just was a little bit chaotic, but we got it figured out and we had a great time anyways. So here's the presentation I wanted to show everyone. So we've got exciting news with FAFF Association because we've got new memberships. So we've already had memberships where people could, participate as a general member. If you can see here on the left, that gives you access to be part of the directory where you can have your profile in there so people can search and find you, and make sure you actually fill out that profile because it's going to come in handy. And you also, as a general member, get to be invited to our FAFF table read events, which we're going to be doing once a month starting February. And you get to participate in the free community groups. I'll show you what that looks like in just a bit, but there are community groups on our website. Some of them are free, some of them are part of a paid program. So general members get to access the free community groups, and that includes the table read groups and the monologues groups. So there's some cool stuff for writers and actors, and I'm sure we'll come out with a few more for other parts of the industry. It's just that writing and acting is more so what I've had my hands in for the past little while, so it made more sense to start there. So the pro memberships is what we're launching today. So the pro membership is everything that you get in the general membership, plus we are starting weekly meetings. So our weekly meetings is where it's 1 hour, Thursday morning. It's the same time as our networking call was today. The goal with those meetings are to really lift each other up, push each other forward, and be lifted up by one another. So the networking call this morning, people were talking about their projects and their needs, and they were listening to each other talk about their projects and their needs. And it was in a situation where, sometimes it's hard to bring that up in a regular conversation. So in this particular scenario, people were able to actually just share it without feeling weird about it, because that was what the conversation was. And so we're going to be doing networking meetings every third meeting. I'll explain that in a minute. And the other thing you get with a pro membership is you get 2 30-minute strategy consultations with me per year. So for those that have already had a strategy consultation with me, like for 30 minutes, we're focused, we're driven, we're figuring things out, we're figuring out what it is that you need, what you want to accomplish, what it takes to get there, how to implement that into your calendar to make it work, how to know if you're on track. So those are some things that I can help you with. And, so you get 2 of those a year. So that's great because then you can start with one and then 6 months later, check in with another one. So pretty cool. And the industry membership is something we're going to be rolling out down the road in a few months. We've got a lot of opportunities that are going to help boost businesses to get in front of the people they need to get in front of. But that's something that we're going to focus on building the pro membership first, and the industry membership will come as we're able to facilitate that. So let me talk about the different types of meetings. So I already explained to you the networking meetings. And just one last thing about the networking meetings. There are 2 15-minute breakout rooms during that meeting. And in between those breakout rooms, there's an opportunity for an announcement of whoever we're featuring. We're going to have a feature. So today the feature was us talking about our memberships. Next week, it's going to be George Escobar and Joel Bonkowski talking about 3 Days Studios and the different things that they're working on, because that is stuff that the film industry, especially the faith-based film industry, needs to know about. They're doing something amazing. And then the next week, we have another company coming in and talking about what they're building out. So God has been giving people these brilliant ideas. And so what we want to do at FAFF is give them the opportunity to speak to their target market, which is us, right? We're the film community, the faith-based film community. And so we need to know that this is out there. So that's what we're doing in those meetings. Now, the mastermind, this is where you actually will work together in breakout rooms also, but working together to solve problems, or to make plans, or to brainstorm things. We've got a variety of types of masterminds that we're planning, but the purpose of a mastermind is to get more heads on the subject so you can work together. And you might think like, well, how am I supposed to help this person with that? I'm from a completely different part of the industry. It doesn't matter. We learn transferable skills in life. You'd be amazed that you would have ideas to help someone in an area that's not necessarily your thing, but there's a particular skill that they might need that you have that you can help them understand. So that's where masterminds come in to be incredibly useful. And working together with the same group in each breakout room, it's going to be a bonding experience. So the networking call, you're going to end up meeting a lot of people, but the mastermind, you're going to really deepen those relationships. It's going to be amazing. And you'll be able to grow and find solutions for things that you need to anyways. And the market booster. So the market booster is, again, 1 hour, but we go hard and fast. So you're going to come to that meeting prepared. You've got to have a link that you want to share with people. And that's going to be like a post or something, like whether it be Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, X, like you name it, whatever it is that you want to get attention on a particular thing. You share that link in the comments, and then the other people there are going to go to that link and they're going to either like it, comment, or share. Okay, so then you're going to get a lot of attention on a particular post. That's going to trigger algorithms. That's going to help build momentum for you. And you're going to do the same thing for other people. And the other thing that we're going to be bringing to that meeting is if you have a podcast and you're open to accepting podcast guests, you can post information there where people can contact you. So you could end up meeting people in that room that you could have as a guest on your podcast. Or if you want to be a guest, you come with your speaker sheet or your press kit, whatever it is that would be able to explain who you are, what you do, and why you'd be a great guest. And we're going to be able to exchange those during that time as well. So it's going to be a very intense getting things done in the moment. We're not just going to share a bunch of links and expect people to go do it afterward. No, we are doing the work during that meeting. So you'll see the response will be immediate. So those are the 3 meetings, and we'll just rotate between them. So this is what we have coming up for February and March. These are the meetings. And you can take a look here to see that the mastermind for early February is career advancement. And it looks like we get to have another mastermind at the end of February. And that one is about positioning yourself as a leader, which we all need to be doing. We need to be a leader in our field. And you might think like, oh, I don't know if I need to be a leader. The thing is that in order for you to advance yourself, you need to be a leader in some way. And we'll talk about that at the meeting. But anyways, and then the mastermind in March is about overcoming pain points. So while we have set up our career advancement in early February, we've set up our plan, figured out how to get there, we're going to end up coming upon some struggles over the weeks that follow. So then we're going to address those struggles in March. See, I got you covered. All right, so each individual meeting, if you just have a general membership, the individual meetings will be $39 each. However, if you have a pro membership, it's included. And of course, then it would also be included in the industry membership when we eventually roll that out. All right, so if you're thinking like, okay, How is this going to really benefit me? This is what Jeff and I have figured out, like over the last couple of years, as we've been in this industry ourselves, as well as working with other people and figuring out what the needs are, where those pain points are, and seeing like what is it that people actually need. So we have basically put all of this together to address these things. So we want to help you get your project investment ready. Because there are times where, when I've been having a meeting, a strategy meeting with someone where they've said, that their need is funding. And I ask them, well, are you ready to ask an investor for something? And they're like, what do you mean? And I talk through all the different things that they need to have in order to go ask for that investment, and they don't have them ready. So that's where I can help them back up and see they need to get their project investment ready in order to make it an easy yes when they do get an appointment with an investor. We also will create your step-by-step roadmap so you know exactly where you're headed. That's part of the strategy meetings. That's why we wanted to include them. And we connect you with key players throughout events that feel natural, not awkward. Like I said, if you've ever gone to a networking, any like a festival or something, and you're wanting to network, one of the things you want to talk about is your own project, what you're working on, and maybe something that you need, like what you're looking for. You want to be able to put that out there, but it's so awkward to figure out how to work that into a conversation, but the way that we've designed these meetings, it takes that awkwardness out of it because we have actually created the space and opportunity that is the right place to talk about it. So we're giving you those opportunities to have those conversations that are not always easy to have just in general. Next, we develop your pitch power so you can share your vision with confidence. So one of the things that is really important is not only to be ready to pitch, but to know how to pitch and to know the do's and don'ts, to know what really matters, what is going to cause someone to actually say yes, all of that kind of stuff. So we also are going to help you with those tools. We've got some workshops that we're going to be rolling out, some programs, even some competitions. It's going to be fun while we do this. We're actually not just doing the work. We're going to have a lot of fun doing the work. And then we're transforming your passion into a real career in the faith-based film industry. So it's not just about like, hey, get more done, be more productive. It's actually building out a career. This is where we're going, guys. We want to advance your career. And of course, we're going to walk alongside you the whole way with prayer, encouragement, and practical steps forward. Okay, so we've done all of this work to create this opportunity for you. We've done a lot of listening, a lot of brainstorming. We've worked with a lot of entrepreneur mentors, figuring out how to address these things that are such a struggle for people in the faith-based film industry. And so it doesn't need to stay a struggle. We're working with you on it. So our pro membership that I was talking about, you have 3 options for how to pay for that. You can pay for it monthly, you can pay for it annually, or semi-annually. And just so you know, if you purchase before February 6th, you actually get about 10% off. And if you buy in at this price, as long as you keep your membership active, it will renew at this price. So you will maintain that discount for as long as you have your account valid. And just to sweeten the deal, we've decided to introduce an affiliate program. And I will have included the link for that affiliate program in the email that I've sent this video to you in. So that's a 20% affiliate commission during the month of February and March, which means that if you have other people that you know, they're going to want to be part of this too. If they sign up through your link, then you get that 20%. So if you get 5 people to sign up at 1 year, that covers your entire year. Just saying. All right, so another thing that we talked about after we did the whole spiel about the memberships and then people went back to their breakout room, they came back afterward and we had some announcements. And so the table reads are going to be on the second Thursdays of every month. And all for like every level of membership is going to be invited to this. Our limit for audience is going to be at about 250. So just keep that in mind that when that announcement goes out, you want to make sure that you register to attend early so that you don't miss it. Our next one is going to be on February 13th. It's called The Funeral. It's a short script. Another thing is the Screenwriters Retreat. The super early bird rate ends January 31st. So if you're a screenwriter and you're thinking you want to come visit Mexico and write the first draft of your screenplay, best price is their super early bird rate. All right. So I think that's as far as I'm going to share today from what we have talked about during the meeting. So yeah, that's what it is. Hope you join and become a member. The more people we have, the more value everyone is going to get out of it. That's kind of the way that this works. The more people that are involved, the more strength that we have working together as a team. So hope to see you again soon.